Well, I got a bit of an update on the Mopars. So this is my 48 Chrysler. This one has a really nice body with no drivetrain. So we've got a 47 parts car that has a drivetrain. So I just got done stripping that. That was a complete car. So I got the frame out from under it. I'm gonna get rid of the body. Body's wrecked. And front half of the frame is pretty torn up. Looks like the car was wrecked. They fixed it and then it was wrecked again. So it's all jacked up. But the back half of the frame is really good. So I'm gonna use the leaf springs on the Desoto. That'll make that thing actually roll properly. And back half of this frame, if it measures out to be usable, is going to get used on my 47 Ford pickup. Got the engine out of it here. Spitfire 6 251, and it has a fluid drive semi-automatic transmission. So that's all complete. I just took the whole dash out of the car. The dash itself is screwed up. The thing was sitting in a salvage yard for several decades, so a couple people have scoured parts off of it. But the instruments all there. I was able to save the thermocouple on the original temperature gauge. So original temperature gauge works. And the engine's complete. It doesn't turn over, but there is oil in the bottom of the pan. So I do have not high hopes, but some hopes that I can get that freed up. So this is all going to go into the 48. So on this Desoto here, assuming that this engine is good, and I can use this and I don't have to use this other engine for the 48, I now have an engine for this Desoto. So I gotta fix the frame rails. They're both cracked. This thing takes 87 years to zoom here. But you can see there's a stress crack there. Oh goodness, there we go. There's one there and there's one on the same spot on the other side. So at some point I'm going to fix that, and I will be putting an engine in this thing. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I got the transmission sitting over here. It's a regular 3-speed with overdrive. So this car didn't have the fluid coupling. It was an option for 40. But anyways, that's what I've been up to there. So I got that 47 basically all stripped. It's ready to get out of here. And I've got, this is a 265 Industrial Chrysler engine. This is the largest flathead 6 that Chrysler made. Came out of a dump truck. Guy got it for his 48 Dodge pickup, and it ran. He said he drove the frame around his yard, but it had cracked water jackets, and I've never even looked at this yet, but he said he tried welding them up and it wasn't working out too well. He said that it kept cracking. He welded too much and it cracked a little bit more, but I can't find any more cracks. So I'm gonna wire wheel it and try and find any other little surprises. And honestly, it looks like I'll be able to just weld the rest of it, whatever else is cracked, and it should be good. So it's not like the Desoto is going to be going on any super crazy road trips. So as long as it puts around the yard, I'm good with that. So anyways, there's a new engine for it. Like I say, I want to make sure that that Spitfire 251 is good, because if that one's not salvageable, I'm going to have to put the fluid drive behind this and put this in the 48, because the 48's closest to being a good ready to go car. So I want to try and get that one on the road first. So, but here's the tag. Haven't looked at the tag yet either. So the serial number 120110. I don't know if that would mean anything, but it's a Canadian engine, so that's pretty cool. So looks to be a good engine though. Doesn't look like it's had a whole lot of use. You can still see the blue paint on it. So this also has a, I thought that was a heater where you plumb your coolant through there and it heats up the intake air, but now I'm not sure what that is. That's probably a governor, so it probably has a vacuum line that goes to there or something, and that's probably some sort of governor, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, so I'm gonna play around with these cracks. If it's good, I'm gonna throw it together and see if it runs. I've got the distributor. He actually had the generator and stuff to it as well, so he gave that to me. Don't have a fill tube, so I'm gonna have to figure something out there. It's not too big of a deal. And there's no water pump, so I need to find a water pump. And I'm not sure about this distribution tube. I can't tell if it's brass. I haven't looked at it too close yet. Some of these engines actually had brass water distribution tubes, so you don't really have to worry about them getting all corroded. But this one is likely just steel. That actually looks like brass. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that's brass, so I'm not even gonna worry about pulling that out. It looks really clean in the first part here. And the brass doesn't corrode like the steel ones. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can see on the other side here, that's brass. Or bronze or whatever, I'm sure brass. But anyways, that's pretty cool. So, yep, find a water pump and throw it together. Hopefully get this thing in the Desoto. And that 251 will be coming in here next. I'm going to get it hopefully turning over. Hopefully it's still good. And we'll get that on its way to going into 48.